Hello, this is Spartan Commander, and this is the 9th Rome Total War Brotherhood battle I've put onto YouTube. I'm a member of the Brotherhood clan, which has been going since January 2005 and is thought to be the most long-lasting and senior clan on Rome Total War. The team I'm in today consists of 2 Brotherhood members. That's Brotherhood member Pompey and myself, Spartan Commander. Our other 2 teammates are Cornovi Tribe, also known as One Eye, and Heaven Speedstar 125, who has bought Julii faction. We are fighting Brotherhood member Mist, who has bought SBQR, Brotherhood member Mike, who has bought the Seleucid clan faction, Brotherhood member Talos, who has bought SBQR, and Brotherhood member Albertus, who has bought Scipii. With all the Brotherhood members on here, should be a great game. Here you can see that the army facing me, commanded by Brotherhood member Mike, is a Seleucid faction. The Seleucid faction has units of 120 men per unit, and have got long pikes and are difficult to break through head on in a battle. They've also got their great cataphract cavalry. These cavalry are very well armoured, as you can see, and have great specifications, so they're very difficult to kill, and used properly they can be battle winning troops. Trying to fight through Seleucid spearmen head on is not something that most Roman generals would try. Here on our left you can see Brotherhood member Albertus has done a flanking attack on our teammate One Eye here, forcing him to turn to face outwards. This is a great tactic by Albertus. Here you can see that I'm bringing a lot of my urban cohort units over to actually throw their pilas at Mike's Seleucid spearmen to try and cause as many casualties as possible, as he's got a big 120 men units, and want to kill as many as I can before the battle actually starts. For anybody who hasn't actually seen a Roman unit in the testudo formation, here you can see what a testudo formation is, where the whole unit is covered by their shields to protect against archers and pilas. Here on our right you can see that a Brotherhood member Mystique is charging her cavalry into Pompey's forward units here, trying to cause some casualties. And also the Mike Seleucid cataphract cavalry are charging in as well, also trying to rout as many of Pompey's forward units as they can, just to try and weaken his army at the moment. It's all very tactical play with these attacks at the moment. Here on our right you can see Brotherhood members Mike's cataphract cavalry and Brotherhood members Mystique's cavalry have moved out to our right, looking to do a flanking attack if they can. So I've moved 4 of my infantry units out, backed up by my cavalry to support them if needed, just in case they try and attack from that side. As you can see over on our left, there is still a fierce battle going on, as Brotherhood member Albertus and Talos are aggressively attacking our Heaven teammate here, and that's very much in the balance over on our left flank as well. I noticed that One Eye is also sending in units to help our teammate too, and our centre is being attacked by the spearmen. At this stage of the battle there's a lot going on at the moment. In the centre, can you see that Brotherhood member Mike's spearmen are attacking his big pike formations, and I'm just charging my cavalry in now into the side of one of his spear units there, hoping to cause a mass rout. And as you can see, as my cavalry hits, it's causing a lot of Mike's pike units to actually rout now. Seleucid are not renowned for having very good morale, so if you can hit one of their units and cause a rout, you've got a good chance of maybe sparking a mass rout, which has just happened there. So it looks now like with Mike's pikemen routed, their centre has now broken. I noticed Mystique is starting to send some of her units over. Over on our left, can you see the Seleucid cavalry, the cataphracts, charging in to our Heaven clanmate, backed up by Mystique's cavalry as well. That's a massive hit on our Heaven's clan teammate there, and I'm not sure how long he will be able to hold. And here we have Albertus charging in just to finish him off. So our teammate now,
gallant general has fallen,
our Heaven Clan teammate, has just been, basically his army's just been routed. Only One Eye, our Brutii ally, is holding on our left now. And things are not looking very good for our team at the moment. As you can see in the centre here, Mystique has moved over some infantry units to try and take the place of the routed Seleucid spearman. So what Pompey and myself would try and do, we try and break Mystique's units that she's moved over now. As you can see, Talos now is moving in onto my left, and Pompey is sending over units to protect my left flank here as I'm battling with Mystique's units at the front. As you see, Pompey is sending in cavalry attacks right at the right places at the right time to try and cause maximum damage. Over on our left, you can see that One Eye, our Brutii ally, is trying to hold against both Albertus' army and elements of Talos' army there as well. So One Eye is doing well to hold there at the moment, because if all those forces manage to rout him and then turn and charge into us, I would think Pompey and myself would not have much chance. But as you can see, our left flank has basically been routed, and Pompey and myself are trying to hold in the centre here. Here you can see I'm sending my cavalry in there to charge through my infantry in an effort to hit the enemy infantry in front of my infantry here to cause a rout. That's what I'm hoping to do here. As you can see, the impact of the cavalry is quite devastating to some of the units. And I'm just hoping to rout, yes, and I've managed to rout the enemy's general there, which means that the morale in SBQ's army will now drop dramatically, and we could get some mass routs going here. You see Pompey's on my left here, holding very well there, protecting my left flank. There's so much going on in this battlefield at the moment, it's so difficult to catch everything, to be able to comment on everything here. Over on our left now, it looks like our ally One Eye units have mostly all broken, and they are now being able to turn their infantry onto us now. Pompey's holding very well there, and my infantry are moving over to help as well at this stage. Things are still in the balance for this battle. At this stage of the battle, you can see that both Pompey and myself are fighting over towards our left, which was our left flank now. We are fighting elements of Albertus' army and Talos' army, and also Mystique's cavalry coming in at us as well. Mike's cataphract cavalry are still moving around the battlefield, hitting targets where he feels they'll do the most damage. So things are still in the balance in this game at the moment. And of course, when you're facing 4 great Brotherhood members, you know that the battle can change at any time in their favour. As you can see here, SBQ are, I think it is cavalry or Scipio cavalry, are charging in to try and get into the back of Pompey's units. I've charged my cavalry in to counter that. As you can see, Mystique's SBQR cavalry are charging into my cavalry now, but I've spotted that and turned my own cavalry to fight them. As you can see, the Seleucid heavy cataphract cavalry are charging into the flank of my infantry. Now most Rome infantry would probably start to rout at this stage, but I've got quite good upgrades on my infantry there, and so it's stopping my men from actually routing, and they're going to hold. I'm hoping they're going to hold against this mass cavalry attack rather than rout. Those cataphracts, though, they are extremely powerful, and they're even good to keep fighting against infantry because they're so well armoured. When most cavalry units you would pull out as basically as soon as you hit the infantry, because they would die, but these guys are so well armoured they can just keep fighting for quite a long time, as you can see. And of course Mike's pulled them back now, and probably with the view to charging again to get the full cav bonus. If you notice, I've charging my cavalry through my infantry, I'm routing a few of the enemy infantry. Mike is now sending his cavalry to charge into mine, but because they're actually charging through routed units, their morale has dropped, and they have now routed as well. So it's looking quite good for our team at the moment. And here we are at a very late stage in the battle, and as you can see, Mystique still got some units that she's pulling across to attack Pompey's infantry. She's hopefully going to try and hit him in the rear as he's fighting with his back to his units, to her units, but I noticed that Pompey's turned them now to fight and face Mystique's infantry. But I would think with the weight of the attack of our forces plus our cavalry as well, that the few remaining enemy units that Mystique has got would soon start routing. As you can see, Pompey's cavalry is charging as well, plus the weight of our infantry on Mystique's infantry. I would expect to see routs pretty soon. And there you are. It's the last units. The enemy units are routing now, and the end of the battle is near.
Frightened rabbits running from our men. Worthy of Rome and her armies.
Here on the battlefield you can see all the dead, and there's certainly a lot of dead here, and in various places on the battlefield where the fighting was the thickest you'll see big piles of dead there. Just like to say, everybody in the battle played really well. The 4 Brotherhood members that were in the losing team went on to win the next 2 games, and this is the beauty of Rome Total War. You win some, you lose some, and I think that's why the game's been so popular for nearly 9 years, which is quite a long time for a computer game, and it's still getting new players now. So it goes to show how great a game it is. I'd just like to say I hope you enjoyed the battle, and look forward to seeing you soon. Goodbye.